Why will people invest in coaching? It is one thing being mentored by a mentor. You have your coach observing in trust, safety, believing in your possibilities. He who is paving a path does not know behind the path is crooked. No fit say 100 CEO comes without a coach, because coaching is about your now and the future. We are not behind you just watching. We walk side by side with you. Welcome to the Coach Scofray podcast, and today I am continuing the subject matter coaching or life coaching. Another time in different series, I may bring in coaches from different niches and nomenclature to share more light on why the dynamics and different niches that we have in coaching, just like we have in any other career. If you pick medicine, which I mostly liken coaching to, there are various forms or niches of medicine. So from the first episode, I discussed a bit of my journey or my story around how coaching found me. That I mentioned that I heard of word coaching in 2001, way back in Begro, Fantiakwa. Currently it's Fantiakwa North. Then it was Fantiakwa District. I also explained that coaching is a partnership through a thought-provoking process and creativity to bring down inspiration, evoke our possibilities, our dynamics, our giftings for our personal and professional development or growth. Like I said in that first episode, this is a cascaded definition of coaching by the International Coaching Federation, where I obtained my Master Certified Coach credential from, and I'm excited that journey has brought us this far. Bill Gates, Eric Schmidt of Google, Bill Gates, Microsoft, we all know, Atul Gawande, a renowned global surgeon, all alluded to what coaching brought to them. In fact, in Eric's case, he said that he was in his prime. He was in a space where he thought he had arrived and everything was okay, until one of his colleagues suggested to him that where he's got into is even more mission critical for him to have a coach. So it is no surprise that Silicon Valley, they all shared Campbell as their coach. And one of the profound way the surgeon Atul sort of expanded the benefit of coaching was the fact that it is one thing being mentored by a mentor, but another thing being observed, which is one of the cardinal tools of coaching, observation, and being able to raise this observation to the client and questioning the client about why that was, about what did that mean, about how would they want to get things done, about where they want to go. Because coaching's potent tool is questioning. I call it heart listening. Because in coaching, what you are saying, what you are not saying, your non-verbals, your verbals, all are put in the space such that we can support you. And why is that important? In our local parlance, in where I come from, in Ghana, we say he who is paving a path or charting a course does not know behind the path is crooked. That is what makes coaching very powerful. Because with coaching, we are not behind you just watching. We walk side by side with you. We don't go ahead of you and create assumptions. We don't go behind you and look for your traumas. There are professional careers that this fall in their domain. Ours is with you in the moment and the present. What are you willing to give birth to? What price are you willing to pay for what you are looking for? Who would you need to be to achieve that which is happening? And all this is what Bill Gates and co. said about coaching. Oprah Winfrey. I can go on and on and on. Nelson Mandela. Why will people invest in coaching? Because if it is left with just somebody asking a question out of the blue at all, I mean, there are so many people who can do that. But no, it's just like saying that anybody at all can just dash into the bush and bring you a seed or a leaf or a plant and say it cures something. But it takes somebody with a technical know-how to be able to integrate and give you a tablet, a syrup. It takes somebody with a technical know-how to be able to cut and stitch you back. That is, so I keep saying that in coaching, you have your coach observing in trust, safety, believing in your possibilities, to experience you show up for you in all your vulnerability. So we use questioning. We don't deal with your traumas. We don't deal with your past experiences. Yes, sometimes we tap into that as a measure for you to look up to. So this is basically what coaching is and how it differs from mentoring, consulting, therapy, and counseling or training. Because coaching is about your now and the future. Coaching is questioning reliance. Coaching is both for your personal and professional growth. That is what coaching is about. And like I've explained, there are various natures. There are performance coaches, there are relationship coaches, there are executive and leadership coaches, there are team coaches, there are somatic coaches, the various forms of coaches or niches in the fold of coaching. Recently, Microsoft again won a Guinness World Record as being the company that have invested so much into over 10,000 employees. A company that is profit-driven. What will make Microsoft invest huge sums of money? What will make Intel invest huge sums of money in coaching? What will make OQ Group, Qatar Oil, what will make them invest so much in coaching? What will make Standard Chartered Bank, United Kingdom, invest so much in coaching? Even the beautiful one is, I think there is one of the hospitals in the United States, they've got a whole research center. They have also started investing in coaching for their staff. And the question I also want to ask you is, come to think of it, what will make this global business magnate? And you know, in no Fortune 100 CEO comes without a coach. No FTSE 100 CEO comes without a coach. Why is coaching thriving in Singapore? Why? And if you track the speed with which Singapore is growing in both human capital development and national development, the common denominator is coaching. What does coaching bring to you? The International Coaching Federation did a research among other groups. And coaching is said to be one space of investment that can give you about 800% of your return on investment. I have had clients that by the 10th session where it is all wrapped up, the question they ask is, where have you been, Coach Scofray? Because if I had tapped into this investment about 5 years ago, about 10 years ago, I could imagine what I could have achieved. How I would have felt my humanness in pursuit of greatness. That is something no amount of money can give to you, which coaching serves you. So aside return on investment being about 800%, there is 70% performance increase. In the case of Microsoft, as I mentioned, they saw 70% internal or retainership, because people who would have decided to leave the company could confidently shift to different departments when the opportunity arises. So the company don't lose. Then attrition was lowered to about 30%. This is what coaching gets to offer. Because leadership that invests in coaching gets certain outcome and results that is incredible. Then also, let me share this. In 2023, it was estimated that coaching enclave or the ecosystem was worth 4.5 billion US dollars. Does that ring a bell? Why are others investing in something that supposedly is just... Because coaching is not a jest. It's a whole career professional path. When somebody asks you a question and it is thought-provoking, like it is to wake the deeper you. So in coaching, we say aha moment. When somebody asks you a question that evokes an aha moment. You know, we are gifted with what we call neuroplasticity, where the neurons in all the faculties of our brains, the heart brain, the gut brain, the head brain, your pelvic intelligence, your autonomic nervous system, they fire. As they fire, they wire. They expand your possibilities and abilities. They truncate the narrow way you look at life. So it is very prudent and important what coaching has become. And coaching is no more a philosophy or something. Coaching has gone through the laboratory. It has been tested. That people who go through coaching in the moment is as if they are meditating. And when you look at what the Hartman Institute say, that when the heart is in gratitude, the waves are even and is serene, is exactly what happens when somebody is in a coaching session. Your intuition, which is your the function of your gut brain, fires. So I call the quantum you can go deep into the universe and bring you inside ideas. Are you surprised about what is happening in the technology sector, where people who are creative are investing in coaching? Are you surprised? And coaching shapes your leadership. Coaching shapes your emotional intelligence. Coaching shapes the effectiveness of your leadership and communication. You must know that what you have not given to your self first, you can't give it to anybody. So it is important, as you watch this and you're going to watch it again, both this and the first part, and ask yourself, where are you putting your investment when it comes to your human capital development? Because all the clients, by the grace of God, I have done over 3,500 hours of coaching. Yes, to become a master certified coach with the International Coaching Federation is not a joke. It's not a joke. And I have seen before my eyes the magic coaching brought to the life of my clients. In other episodes, I'll bring other coaches to tease out the other dimensions of coaching and its value it brings to people who wants to live their life beyond their material gain. I am Scofray Nanaya Oyeboah, transformational executive coach, MBIT trainer and master coach, corporate trainer and consultant for Zoe Global Consult. Thank you.